Hello, we are in Bangkok, Thailand.
Right now we're at Chatuchak Market, which you can already probably see is insanely busy. It's a weekend market where they sell honestly everything, from pets to shoes to shirts, candy, food, honestly anything you can think of, you can find it here.
So today's plan is to come here and spend 1,000 baht, which is roughly $31 on all the food we can find here.
As usual, he's going to be adventurous and try everything with meat in it, and we hope not get sick, whereas I'm going to stick with vegan stuff. And as we walk around trying all these foods, I'm sure you'll get glimpses of the market itself as well. And also you'll get to see just how far $30 stretches here. The first time we had this flower tea, we just saw it sold as flower tea, the way it was at the stall where we got it. And to me, it tastes similar to chamomile, so I thought it was just a sweetened chamomile iced tea. But we've seen it since then sold as chrysanthemum tea. The coconut water here is honestly amazing. I love drinking coconut water at home, but even the bottled coconut water here is at least twice as good as anything I've had at home. So far we've spent 25 baht on the flower tea and 30 baht on the fresh coconut water. So we're at 55 baht.
I found some cream puffs. It's really sweet and very good. Since they're not vegan, I don't have to share it. So, here you go. A little bit, yes. Okay. So we got some quail eggs, and they put some sort of soy sauce and some sort of ground pepper powder. So I hope it's not too spicy. Oh, look at that. Wow. It's really good. So at the same place we got this pork sausage skewer, and I think this is supposed to be the sour sausage that's typical from the northwestern region of Thailand, I think.
And you've been looking all over for it, right?
Yeah, glad we finally found it. There's very subtle sourness to it. It's just so good.
How much did it cost?
This one was 20 baht, just 20 baht, and the eggs were 30. So 20 baht, what is that? It's like
less than $1. Wait, no.
Yeah,
less
like
than $1.
50 cents or something.
70 cents, something like that.
So this was 20 baht. And they're fish balls, they're fried, and they just cut it with scissors and put it in little bags for you.
And this is actually the small size, even though it looks to me like there's a lot in there.
Yeah.
Since you're not really a fish person, do you like the taste, or is it just more fish?
The taste is very fishy, but the texture is not at all. It's just very soft and doughy.
I thought it was finally my turn to get to eat something. We saw these amazing bowls of fresh fruit, and I think this is mango with brown sugar on top. And when I was buying it, he pointed at some sauce next to it that I thought was chili sauce and asked if I wanted it, which I thought was going to create this spicy and sweet mixture. Turns out it's shrimp sauce.
Shrimp sauce?
Shrimp. I can see the little shrimp here with their little faces. So I thought it was my turn. In fact, I'm just gonna try to eat around the shrimp sauce and get one not coated in it. Here we go, just fruit and brown sugar, and we'll see how that is. It's actually really, really good. This fruit is amazing. I think what I'm gonna do is try to eat around the fish sauce or eat around the shrimp sauce coated ones and then try to convince Gustavo to get his daily fruit in by eating the rest. We were reassured that these are vegetables. I have no idea what kind of vegetables, they're just something bright green. And they asked here if we wanted sauce, and having learned my lesson from the shrimp sauce, I asked what kind, and it's just soy sauce. So, I'm gonna be adventurous, and here we go. This is really good, but I honestly have no idea what I'm eating. Even after tasting it, I can't identify it. And all that they were able to communicate to us was that it was vegetables. We saw them cutting cucumbers there, so I thought they might be cucumber squares, but they don't taste cucumber-ish at all.
So we found this fried squid eggs, which I'm guessing is just squid cut into little balls. Yeah, it's very fishy and chewy, but it's good.
We've tried these little leaf wraps before, and the problem is that it's really hard to find a place that makes them without using shrimp. But we managed it. So here goes. These are so good. It's basically all of my favorite Thai flavors wrapped up into one little pack. They're sweet, they're tangy because there's a chunk of lime in here, there's peanut, it's just amazing. You would not believe how much flavor is in this little bite. I got some kind of fruit sticky rice. They had mango sticky rice at the same place, but we saw this. I'm not sure what it is, but some kind of fruit with sticky rice. Okay, here goes. It's good. If you see this, I recommend it. And no thanks, not that one. Thank you. This is very fluorescent red, but I can't resist trying it anyway. It was shaved ice with 3 toppings, which are actually underneath, all for 30 baht or about $1. So, I have no idea what flavor this red is, but here goes. It honestly tastes like bubble gum. I think it's bubble gum flavored shaved ice. It's nice and cool, I can say that for it, but bubblegum is definitely not my flavor of choice. All over the place here are these little stands that make popsicles, and I have no idea how quickly they freeze because it seems like they just pour liquid in and a minute later they pull out a popsicle. They're 5 baht each, which is about 15 cents. They come in about 8 flavors. I chose Sprite, just hoping it was the least artificially colored of all of them. So, I just have to say, Gustavo gets this sausage every single time we come here. Apparently it's that good.
It's alright here. It's a little bit different color, right? Very yellowish, so they put other seasonings in it, but the flavor that comes out the most is the lemongrass.
And a little bit of chili, you said, right?
A little bit of chili, yeah, and it's just so good. It's one of my favorite things in this market.
After all those snacks, we were thirsty again, so we decided to get more juice. This time we decided to get what we think is the roselle juice or hibiscus juice, but it didn't have a sign in English, so we're not 100% sure. Yeah, it is. This one is really good. Again, if you come to Thailand, you have to try this one too, like the flower chrysanthemum tea.
We've been eating ever since we got here, and I'm already feeling full. How about you?
Yeah, we just did the math and we've spent 420 baht, which means we have 580 or a bit over half still to go. We've spent less than $15 as it is on all this food that you've seen. Thank you.
This is coconut ice cream on a coconut shell, and we get to choose 3 different toppings, and the whole thing is 50 baht. I like how the toppings are kind of like a little bit of a harder jelly consistency.
This right here is exactly why I say that I'm mostly vegan, not always completely vegan, because there's no way that I can see fresh coconut ice cream with chia seeds and coconut jelly and not steal one bite of it. This is how they collect trash here. The trash truck goes by blasting music and everyone brings out their trash bags while the trash guys apparently dance. We tried really hard. We got another drink and we're still at only 460. So that leaves us 540 or more than half to go and we're stuffed. So instead of trying to stuff ourselves even further, we decided we were going to look for a place to get foot massages because we still have enough money left over to do that. Wait, not foot massages. Foot massages here are scary. Shoulder and neck massages.
There you go.
Yeah.
So that way our budget that was supposed to be just for food is food and a massage, which is pretty good.
Yes. Shoulders and backs this time because doing our feet last time was a lot more of an experience than we bargained for. We have 70 baht left, we're still full and we're trying to figure out how to spend it.
We're just walking a little bit more because there's always more to see, so we'll see what we can find. So we still had 70 baht to go and we thought it would be a good idea to spend 20 more on another flower tea. So we got another one.
In an attempt to spend our last 50 baht before we leave, we stopped at one of the little street food restaurants on the street that's on the way into Chatuchak Market and ordered a vegan version of Pad Thai. This is actually so good that despite being full, I might actually manage to eat the whole plate of it. It's that good.
That was it. That meal was exactly 50 baht, so it closed our 1,000 baht budget perfectly.
So, as you know, we set out to spend 1,000 baht on food at the market here, which, you know, when you think about it in comparison to, say, the California State Fair, it seems like any dish you get there is going to be at least $12 or $8 for a small dessert. So with that in mind, it should have been easy to spend $30 on food here during the 5 hours we were here. But instead, it was really a struggle and we ended up spending almost half of our budget on a massage because we just could not eat that much food. All for 30 bucks.
That's Chatuchak Market here in Bangkok. We only walked through a small part of it. The place is so huge and has pretty much everything to buy there.
Yeah, it's incredible. If you're here in Bangkok, you really need to visit it. Even if you're not a shopper, which neither of us is, it's amazing just to see the market. As you saw, as usual, it was a lot easier for Gustavo being a meat eater than it was for me, but there were a lot of options, especially if I had been more careful about asking what that sauce was that he was pouring on the fruit. Especially at places like this where they're used to having tourists, it seems to be pretty easy to say no meat, no fish sauce, no eggs, and get the point across. In the description below, you'll find a link to our blog post about this, which will include a list of everything we ate here and how much it cost.
So give us a thumbs up if you like this video, and check out our Instagram where we're still posting pictures of our travels. We're posting a lot of pictures here in Thailand, and we'll see you next time.